Hello, welcome back. GovDoc Breakdown, no opinions, just facts and summaries of government documents. We're back, May 12th, Presidential Executive Order modifying reciprocal tariff rates to reflect discussions with the People's Republic of China. So, obviously this is related to the talks between the U.S. and China that will hopefully bear a trade deal soon. This order makes a temporary change to the extra tariffs placed on China by the president in recent months. Now, this is a rather complex situation with a lot of numbers being thrown around, so I am going to attempt to give you my best guess at what I believe to be true. Not even a guess. This is just what I've seen and interpret in my research. So, obviously there are exceptions, and I will point out that the general tariffs the United States have imposed on things like steel, aluminum, and cars are still in effect. But for all intents and purposes, the tariff rate on China has been lowered for the next 90 days. The way that I am interpreting this, like I said, which I believe is the truth, that the most recent round of kind of tit-for-tat tariffs, the retaliatory ones that we've seen in the last few months, that reached 145% against China, are now being reduced to 10% for that time period. Now, you might be saying, hey, GovDoc Breakdown, hey, Gerald, not my real name, but Gerald, I keep hearing about 30% being thrown around, you know, the 30% for 90 days. And that would be correct, taking into account the situation before the most current escalations began. So, prior to the most recent tariffs placed on China, there was already a 20% tariff placed on China during the president's first term. So, if you take 20% from term 1 and the 10% from term 2, we are effectively at a 30% tariff rate on China for the next 90 days. One thing I should mention here is that the de minimis, which fancy speak for small package, the de minimis tariffs have dropped from 120% to 45%, and the $100 flat fee per postal item will stay in place to make sure the Chinese exporters don't use small packages to get around higher tariffs. However, the scheduled increase of those de minimis tariffs and fees in June, it was scheduled to be increased in June. That has been paused. So, let's hope these talks go well and we can, talk about another trade deal coming here soon. And remember, Kaimo, keep your mind open, form your own opinion, do your own research. We'll see you on the next one.